It's off, you making progress. Why they go to truck, you've been making progress. Whether make the millions or make them fall less, it really don't matter as long as you progress. Making progress. Making progress. Whether make the millions or make them fall less, it really don't matter as long as you progress. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. I liked it. I really like your intro, girl. I was in here like,
Bounce
bouncy,
it.
bouncy.
Progress, baby. We got a progress, baby.
That's how I was feeling. I was back here dancing. I'm like,
Your brother. That's your brother right there.
I
That's
need my brother to go ahead and hook me up a little something, something with a little beat to it. A something, something. He need to hook us up a little something, something.
Absolutely. We just get in the
Okay.
studio to back together. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting in his head. I'm gonna be getting in that man's head soon.
What are you drinking? All festival? All festival nice
You know,
cocktail?
I thought I put a little Easter umbrella in my little drink. It's some peach margarita mix, 1800.
Okay, come on, peach margarita mix.
Girl,
I have good old H to the 2 to the O today.
yeah, because the way your migraine's been hitting, the way
Yeah, that's
your
listen.
migraine's been hitting.
Listen, it was a struggle. It was a
Yeah.
struggle, but I'm
That's
here.
why we're a little late, y'all. My sister needed just a little bit more rest.
I
Just a
had
little.
to that girl that my grandmother side have been on here talking. Hey, how y'all? I gotta sleep it off when I take it,
Yeah.
but I had to take it. Like I couldn't.
Yeah, we wasn't doing none of that. I
I
love
couldn't
you.
make it, and we had already told the people who was coming, and I didn't want to.
No, we wasn't gonna do that. We
I
wasn't gonna
wasn't
do
gonna leave them
it.
disappointed. You know what
No,
I'm saying? Not on the first episode. I
not
wasn't gonna
at
do
all.
that.
Oh, and I switched my client, so we good for next week. So we be right here next week at the same
Well,
time.
how's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. We hope you all are having an awesome day. Happy Easter. Happy Resurrection Sunday. However you like to say it, child. We wish it all to you. We hope your day has been wonderful. We thank you for taking your time out and being with us because you could be anywhere else with your family, eating crawfish on a lake, drinking, whatever you're doing, whatever y'all normally do on this day. So we thank you all for being here with us. Now, of course, we are streaming on both channels, both my channel and California Cuties channel. So we want you guys to make sure you like on both channels, okay? Also,
Appreciate it.
comment, subscribe, and of course, share us with your people, okay? We like when the likes match around here. We like when the math matches. So
We like when them lights is liking.
okay, we like when them lights was making. I tried to give my girl too feisty if she in here a little cleavage. She like that cleavage.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm liking it too. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Well, let's see who we have in here today.
Hello
Hey,
to our
Mrs. Wilson, how are you? Hey, Just Me Cheryl, how are you? Hey, our sis, Prosperity Thick Girl. Hey, our cousin Ranting with Ricardo, even though I'm her fave. Now, she's never said that. I'm saying that.
that's her saying that. There she goes. There she go. There she go, going being a ham.
Ranting has never said that. I said that. I said that. I said
No, you
that.
know what? You acting like So Debonair. You know that's how So Deb act. No, it's my her kids is my I'm their favorite. Yeah, you their favorite uncle. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you their favorite uncle. I ain't gonna tell you where their favorite auntie might be, but I'm just gonna leave it right there. Anyway, get back to our roll call.
Hey, Auntie Bernice, how are you doing? Hey, everyone, this looks like it's going to be a repeat of last season. Stormy is doing the Destiny with this. You don't call me child. Auntie Bernice, we going to be into it, baby. We going to get into it.
Appalled. It was appalling.
The codependency of it all. Hey,
Right.
Vintage 1970, how are you? Hey, Tanga J, how are you, my boo?
Yay.
Hey, Andrea Jones. Hey, Z, how
Oh,
are you? Hey,
very well.
Louisiana Chick, my girl, how are you? Hey, Cheryl, my favorite Liberian cayenne pepper. What you cook today, Cheryl? Because I know it's good. Hey,
Girl.
Uni Boo, how are you?
Uniboo.
Hey, Tawana, how are you, my love? Hey, Lord Karma,
That's so
how are
cute.
you?
Hey, Lord Carmen.
I don't even know what if I want to read this. Heartbreaks and promises. I've had more than my share. I'm tired of giving my love and getting nowhere. Nowhere. What I need is somebody who really cares. Really need a lover that wants to be there. Oh, is
Oh,
that
that's a song.
poetry?
I think that's a song, right? I'm like, is that a song? It sounds like a song.
Oh, I
Could be.
thought it was a poem he wrote.
Oh, it could be that too, because it sounds like it sounds melodic to me. I feel when you was reading, I was like, is that a
Karma,
song?
tell us, is that something you wrote? Is that one of Latako new songs? What's I don't know. I don't know, but I like it. Whatever it is, it was
It is nice. It was nice. Nice touch.
happy Eostre season. Am I saying that right?
I think it might have meant Easter, but the way it's
Well,
said
no,
it.
because he told me yesterday he don't do Easter, but
Okay.
I don't know
Eastry.
how to pronounce that word. I'm sorry. Hey,
Hey,
Kristen, how are you? Hey, Yolanda World, how are you? This is my
Yolanda.
first time seeing you here, unless you change your name. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, you guys.
Yes, Lord, Karma say tap them likes. You gotta tap, 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 tap them likes. Okay.
If you guys get a chance, go to my channel as well. We are streaming on both channels, y'all.
I thought
Because,
Nola was
what?
all natural there. Naked. No, no, no. I am
Uh-uh. She
no.
got a whole fit on.
I am not. I have on a whole like tube dress. No. That's why I tried to live. Y'all, I am sitting in my bed because literally, as soon as we get off of this, I am going to lay back down. I'm like only here. I'm only here out of my dedication to y'all.
For sure.
I promise. I promise. No, I am not naked.
We felt like if they was gonna come out swinging, if they were gonna give us a good show on the first one, we was gonna come out and do the same thing for you guys. So that's why we're here on this good
Right.
Easter
I
Sunday.
wanted to make sure I was here, child. Hey, just simply my boo. How are you? Hey, Terry T. Baby Davis. How are you? Hey, Miss Edith. How are you? I was feeling so bad yesterday, and I had to work. I didn't even see the Carlos and Mel, so we'll have to come back to that because they, he reviewing for his raindrops.
Carlos, you know we love you over here, Carlos. We love you. You
Listen, baby. Carlos gonna make sure he come on a thing with 50 million rings. Hi, my raindrops.
okay.
Hi, my raindrops.
With his skinny butt. He's so skinny and cute. I said,
With
you
a
better
shoe
go
hanging in the background. I'm like, Carlos,
I
my
cannot with you.
raindrops. My
Oh, yeah.
raindrop. I would listen, we gonna
That's right, because y'all my cuties. So don't trip. Y'all my cuties. Get with that. Know that.
baby, I would do one of these. I would do one of these lives. I'm gonna get my hairdresser to make me a fade.
You about to have one of them men wigs on. You about to go get you a men front lace.
I'm about to go get me a fade and do a lot, and we go.
Love you, thick girl. I see your cuties in the chat, girl. You know I love you. Y'all had me rolling last night. Oh my god, but get back to us.
I'm gonna go get me a fade, and I'm
No,
gonna
you
do a live. I'm gonna be in my closet, and I'm gonna
No,
have a
you
shoe hanging in the background. I'll be Carlos. Who
No,
you gonna be?
I cannot. Oh man, it's gonna be too much.
I'm tickled. I'm tickled. I'm tickled. Yes. Do what Tanga J say, okay? And like the video, my thumb is counting in both lives. Best wishes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, my beautiful sister. I miss you. It's a song he stole. Whose song he stole, girl? Is that Lataco? Is that a taco song?
Taylor tacos.
Oh, I see it right here. No, it's not. He said taco could never. Oh, okay. I didn't
Oh,
know.
okay. That makes sense because I'm like, what? I still have to
Hey,
listen
hey,
to her.
Neva, how are you, my love? Yeah, straight is the original goddess. Okay. Okay. I knew it wasn't Easter he was trying to say. I just wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it correctly.
Okay, I got
Hey
it.
Jamie, how are you? Hey Barb, now you came on this chat. It's spoke. Yeah, Streamlord lets you do it on both, baby. And I'm loving it. Now come on
Oh,
with the
I
cuties
love
in
it.
the chat. Hey Carissa McCray, how are you?
Hello, Carissa. I think it's amazing because I would probably have way more videos if we were doing this from jump. I was able to
Okay.
stream on all my panels that I'll be on. I'm like,
As
man.
as many times as as we've done a live, yes. Am I going to the expo? No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what an expo is. I know what an expo is, but I don't know what an expo is. And so therefore I will not be going to the Black Expo. Now if they have an expo, I will go to that. And with that being said, since you want to start us off.
I sure can. Let me get to my little notes. I ain't got much, but I mean, I have notes, but let me bring it on back. So yeah, start off. Let's start off with the intro. I love that they're all in purple. Everybody's looking well. My girl Kiki is part of the cast. Let's get with that. I love it. Hey, Mace.
Hey Macy Pooh.
Hey, just simply. But yes, honey, I was here for the Kiki. I said, Kiki, you made it, girl. You made it. You in the intro, girl.
Now I don't listen. I don't know about my sis. I can't speak for her. I can only speak for me.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
I'm gonna say y'all, this is I'm riding with Kiki.
I
I'm
know.
riding with Kiki. I've been riding with Kiki since
From
last
day
season.
one.
I'm a Keeks, if that's what she want to call us, a Keek,
Oh,
whatever.
that'd be so cute. Kiki,
I
you
need to
look
go get
so
me a
cute.
shirt that said Kiki, I'm riding, or something like that. Kiki, do you love me? Now, just
That's why I made a point to speak on that because I said, I know this just tickled my sis. She loved her some Kiki. I
you
love Kiki.
know I do. You know
I,
I
I
do.
absolutely
Listen. I've already talked to Kiki, and I already done told her, girl. You know you gonna have to come over here so we can talk.
I'm just still waiting for her to go and get put that denture grip on
If
Marcel. Because as soon
girl,
as she say it, I'm gonna fall out.
if
She don't use it.
if Kiki called Marceau denture grip, girl, the way I'm about to record that and have that in my save memories for the rest
Put
of
it,
my life.
put
If she
it
called that man denture grip
I'm
throughout this
good.
season on the reunion, I am when I tell you
You'll be
holla,
done. You'll be done. I know.
I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done.
Oh my god. So yeah, so I love that sing Kiki in the beginning. Loved everybody in purple. And
I thought
so
the purple was really good. And can I say
it
I really
is.
like Stormy's dress and Mel's dress? I
Oh,
really
Mel's
like
dress.
both
I
of
love
them.
Mel's dress. Let me see. Stormy's dress. I can't remember. I was so
It
busy
had the
looking.
big bow and she was playing with the purple bow.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
really liked it. And I'm not really like for a big bow, but I thought it was really pretty on
Yeah.
her.
Let me tell you who got the biggest bow I ever seen. Not to switch reels is Basketball Wives Duffy. When she had that big old bow on, that big pink lace bow, I said, girl. Oh, but we're gonna get off of that. Anyway, I like that they started off with Martell and they ended with Mel, and she throws the purple ribbon. I like that. That was kind of cute. And I was peeping out the big body babies, the Whitlows, and I mean that in a good way. I'm not body shaming. I love my big body Lou, and I love big body Tiff with her belly. So they look
I
really good.
think Tiff is glowing. She definitely has that
So
beautiful,
happy.
stress-free, happy pregnancy glow. I loved it. And you already know.
And then
You
I
already
always
know.
you are the one wanting the baby and you really ready to have the baby. I mean, I probably did that with all my kids. I was glowing and happy when I was pregnant with all my kids. I didn't get no morning sickness, no nothing. Everything was amazing. That's probably why I had 5, y'all. But anywho, anywho,
By
so
yourself. I love all my nieces and nephews, baby, but I would never be joining.
but you see, no. But they're 2 sets. There's the big set, the
And a
28
little bit.
And then I got my little set, the 18 and to 13. So the sets is different. I couldn't put five all that together. Oh no. I don't know if I could have did that. So anyway, so the episode starts off with well, I ain't gonna even say it started off because I was listening and I thought I was gonna feed off of you, but I was a little disappointed in the way Maurice was really coming for Kimmy as far as her, want to celebrate her milestone in finishing up her chemo.
And so you're talking about when it started off with Mel coming over to Kimmy's house, and they're talking, and
I
Kimmy,
knew right there. Yeah.
and they're talking, and she was like, she hadn't been talking to anybody in a while, so she was due, she was due to check up on Kimmy, and she came with some flowers and all of that, and they
I
sitting down
love that.
talking. And Kimmy
Yes.
was saying, she had one, I think it was one more treatment to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was wanting to throw a party. Well, when Maurice was like, she need to go, she needs to stop, she need to calm down. She's been on a go, and
Yeah.
she need to rest. So we still have 2 more phases to go. So we need her to rest so she can recharge her battery. And Mel's like, since I met Kimmy been on the go.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's just Kimmy. And I'm like, that is Kimmy. It's like I saw it from both sides. Kimmy wants to still be treated as normal. She wants to still move and go through life as she normally would. However, I see it from Maurice's side of the caretaker. Like, listen, you need to rest. You can't do all of this. So I kind of see both sides, even though I feel like he was being a little extra, but I feel like how you don't want her to have a party to celebrate when we're going to see coming up. And we saw it within the previews of the show that you're talking about, where you're not only dealing with that, you're dealing with Monster. Like, you should be dealing with Monster ultimately. So you don't want her to have a party to celebrate her getting over her chemo because she needs to rest. But you want her to deal with Monster while she dealing with chemo. You want her to deal with Kiwasaki. What's that girl name? Kawaki?
Kamawawi?
Whatever her name is, Miss K.
Kalua. No, but here's the thing.
Willie Gilbert, when she wouldn't get Kinu name right.
Kinu, she called her
Kiosha. No, it's not Kiosha. Kiowa. Kiowa. Yeah.
I know her name. It's Kiowa. I actually like her name. Her name is really pretty. It's a pretty name.
No, I really couldn't think of her name. I really, 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 really couldn't think of her name.
It's Kiowa.
We don't talk about her all the time. So I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to the lady. You know what I'm saying? I really, I'm bad with names. But I just feel like that's absolutely ridiculous. She can't have a party to celebrate her milestone, but she can deal with your baby, your ex-wife. I don't want to call her baby mama because she was an ex-wife. So I'm a title her property. She can deal with your disgusting baby mama who been trying to cause problems, strife, and grief all of this time y'all been together, and your son who probably just ain't getting his way about something. She can deal with that still, but she can't have a party. Maurice, go sit down. That's how.
No, he wants her to have a get together, and he was being a real big Debbie Downer. For me, I'm with you. I look at it from both sides. I'm a Libra. I'm gonna always look at most things from both sides. I like to put myself in other people's shoes so that I can really, see where they're coming from. So I feel like he's been a Debbie Downer. I also feel like I am big on energy. On what I put out, I'm trying to get back. So if I'm putting out positive energy, I don't want to hear nothing negative come back to me. I'm putting out positive energy because that's what I'm feeling. If she's feeling like she wants to celebrate this milestone in her journey, then let her do so. Because who's to say that she don't go get hit by a car tomorrow? God forbid. No, we don't want that to happen. I'm just saying, you don't live, yes, she does have a long battle. She does have a journey to walk through, but let's celebrate the small things so that we can keep our spirits high, keep it up as high as we can. So I was a little disappointed in him. He's usually so,
selfish.
He usually at least looks at her to say, well, if she wants it, then I'm gonna roll with her. But I felt like he was giving her pushback, and I wasn't here for don't push back on that. If
I
she
felt
wants
like he was being selfish. I mean, like I
to,
said, I understand from a caretaker's point of view, you wanting somebody to rest and not overdo it because, we still have these other parts to go through, right? We're
mm-hmm,
at this stage right now,
mm-hmm.
but let's wait until you're fully rested. But I can't fully agree that you were doing this for the betterment of her when you still want her to deal with your son and your disrespectful ex-wife. I just
Yep.
can't.
Yeah, it doesn't. Those two don't. They really don't go together. Let me go back to my notes. So
So
yeah, I wasn't here for that.
so then it moves on. We're
Go,
gonna get
yeah,
to that
sure.
when we get to the party.
I know
We'll
what
get to
you're
that
trying
when we
to
get to the party. Hold that
Yeah,
thought. Hold that thought
yeah.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I feel like so after that they're talking, and she was like, I want to throw a party, but Maurice wants me to rest. That's what we were just talking about before you came in. And Mel was like, "Listen, girl, I'll throw you the party. It ain't nothing. I'll throw you the party or whatever." And so she was like, "Shh, don't say nothing." So Kimmy's like, "Listen, if I had a party, I would want everybody to be there. And I understand there are certain people that you don't want to deal with, talk to, things like that." And so Mel was like, "Listen, if it was my party, if it
Oh,
was my party,
several
they
of them
would
didn't want to be
never be
there.
invited up in my party, up in my presence. Okay, they will see the pictures on Instagram if I ain't blocked them." Now she ain't say all that, y'all. I added the
Yeah.
pictures on Instagram in the block spot. That she just got it. She say, "But this is for you, and so whoever you want to be there, I am going to invite there because I throw the party." So Kim and Mel agreed to throw the party, child.
Yes, I'm happy. Thank you, Mel, for stepping up. And another thing that I really appreciated in this moment too, that Mel said that she really appreciated Kimmy's friendship more because she kind of Kimmy's going through some things as we all do in life, and Mel was going through some things. They still only talked on really like Instagram or maybe probably Instagram, and that's fine. But they picked up right where they left off, and nobody was like, "Why haven't you called me? Well, why haven't you called me? Well, I text you. Well, I text you." And it's like, girl, I got a whole husband and family. I don't got time to be calling every one of my friends every day, all day. That's just never been me. So in that situation, I just be like, girl. So I really appreciated that they both was in good spirits about the fact that they had not been talking to each other, but we are still, we still in communications, but we don't talk every freaking day. And I like that. So I enjoyed that part. I was like, yeah.
Well, now, Chrislyn, I see your comment here. I think he didn't want to celebrate it because Mel was throwing it, and Maurice knows his brother and sister-in-law, how his brother and sister-in-law feel about Mel. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's still selfish.
That's a
That's,
Mitch.
that's still
That's a Mitch.
selfish to want
That's
to
a
put
Mitch.
your brother-in-law, your brother and your sister-in-law feelings above what your wife wanted. That's first of all. But second of all, I don't. That could be true. But then she said they were already talking about it, and he didn't want her to do it prior to Mel getting there, and he wasn't in the room when Mel said that she would plan it. So I
Oh,
think he already kind of have some feelings, and this right here may be an added factor,
well,
right?
I'm glad you said that though, Kristen, because I didn't even think about that. You do kind of take up, or if my brother and sister in law is not feeling somebody, the more noble thing, if I was Maurice, is to kind of fix that. Find out what. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's see where we can get. Where we can get back to each other. At least we get in good graces. So for me, it's like, dude, you should actually be trying to help that out, not put the wedge even bigger on it. And if that's the case, then why did you even have Mel come over, or why you knew Mel was coming over there? So don't play in her face. Don't do that. Let's just y'all act like we're not adults. Like we're all adults here. Y'all should be able to be in a room together and talk or not talk. Sometimes I got nothing to say to you if I'm sitting in a room with you. I sit in a room with my husband a lot and I don't have nothing to say to that dude. Is he mad because I ain't talking to him? No. Ain't nothing to say. So I just wish people would get out of their feelings a little bit more. I really do. It's not that serious. So yeah, Maurice, I didn't think of it that way, but still, he still get out. Goodbye. I just still didn't feel that he was giving his wife the support she needed at that in
Right.
that time.
I feel like
Even in the confessional, you see how she in the confessional though. She's talking to him, and I just it's not cohesive. And I understand he's the caretaker, but something's off.
I mean, it could be whatever they got going on with Kawasaki.
That's what it is.
Um, I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like ultimately, if Kimmy ever goes back to being who Kimmy was in the beginning, and he continues to want to push whatever narrative his brother wants him to push, he's gonna lose her.
I agree. I
He's
don't I
gonna
don't
lose.
want that to happen. I don't want that to happen, but I do kind of see a disconnect, and I see where Kimmy's wheels are starting to turn a little bit more when she's looking at her husband. She's starting to, I don't know, she's starting to.
Listen, when you go through something like the C to A to N, the C to E to R,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure they had some life changing resolutions, and it makes you look at things differently. And I know it probably would be some stuff like, listen, I could have been gone away from here. And baby, the Lord did not save me to have to come back and deal with your bull crap, your son bull crap, and your ex-wife bull crap, or none of that. It makes, or anybody's bull crap, right? It makes you feel like, you know what, my life is precious. And I'm not about to be dealing with stuff that I don't have to. Like, I'm just not about to do it. Feel how you feel about it.
Right.
Feel how you feel about it. And so that's what I think. So the next thing was what? Martell and Menthol Marl.
No, what DT called her Marmine. He called her Marmine or Marmite. I said, oh my God, DT crazy. I like Marmine. I am really getting tired of seeing Martell in a robe in his tight onesies. I need him, and I'm tired of her coming to go burp him and all that stuff. Like, looky here. I don't get it. You got a body. Hey, I'm just saying, I am tired of seeing him with his decolletage out, and his. I don't want to see his cleavage. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't want to see it every time we see Martell. We got it. You got a body. We got it. We got it. We got it. So yeah, I was just like, oh gosh. I feel like here go Marlene about to come burp her baby. What's wrong with my baby? What's that on my baby? What's that? Calm down. It's a freaking mask. Relax. Ain't nobody hurting your poor baby. You don't want men to
First
talk
of all, that man said he had to get a facial to keep his skin his skin right. I'm not mad at Martell about getting a facial.
me either.
I'm not mad about him about getting a facial. Like, men and women, take care of your skin. Men deserve to take care of their skin too, but I really wish like he take care of his insides the way he take care of his outsides. I really wish he takes care of his inner appearance and his soul more than the way he take care of his physical appearance. Because the physical appearance outside of that face for me,
Mm.
um, it's not a problem. But I need Menthol Marl. That's her name. The rest of the season, y'all was here. Y'all know. I need Menthol Marl. So go ahead and stop, girl. Take the titty up out his mouth. Okay,
Please.
you removed this so you could drink upon that wine while you was being a mama and you was being a hot girl and you was running them streets. You removed that titty long time ago. I need you to go ahead and take it back out. I don't know
Please.
why you came stuck it back in, but at the end of the day, everything that your son is facing and going through at this moment is because of him. And I am so tired of you coddling him and making him feel like his feelings that he feel about Mel because he asked her to pray and that's his, you're them children daddy, so she gotta grow up and accept it. Excuse me, what were you telling your son that's them children mama when he was threatening to put out porn on her? What were you telling your son that's them children mama when he was around here insinuating that man who was stealing up out of Walmart, the congressman or whatever he is down there to the Huntsville, who was stealing out of Walmart 31 times with the skip scanning, and you talking about she was about to start a GoFundMe, and we later found out that wasn't even her man, but you wanted to be messy about it. Where is that's them children mama Martell? Stop. But the minute she wanna return the same energy, and she call him on her track phone, cause she gonna be known as track phone Mel the rest of this season, and it ain't even no shade intended. I thought that was
It
funny as
ain't.
hell
It ain't.
that she
It's
was
the
calling
best.
everybody on the government phone. I was like, now who food stamp account Mel used to go get this phone?
No, she probably wouldn't got her a good old Obama
Rita
phone.
Bell was sitting up there with her
That good
phone
old
like
free
this.
Obama. The good old free Obama phone. But not only that,
Hello.
let me show you what Martell was doing while he was on the phone with her, Nola. This is what he was doing. He was like, Smell, save
Hi,
it.
Martell.
How you save this? Hold on. He was trying to say that thing so fast. He couldn't wait to store that number. Oh Jesus, she didn't gave me the number. I'll crack that. But anyway, let's go back to the titty in his mouth. Marlene, first of all, when the lady told Miss Marlene, "Oh, you have pretty skin," I said, "Girl, you lying." Even Marlene knew she was lying. That's why she didn't say thank you. She was like, "Oh." Marlene couldn't even say thank you. She know goddamn, she know good goddamn on well you was not talking about that lady's skin pretty. I ain't taking that. I ain't trying to bag, but I'm not saying she got the prettiest skin either. That's why she didn't say thank you. I said, "Oh, you're not even gonna say thank you because you know she lying. You know she playing in your face." And then
Very much so.
the convenience of hello, pretty brown eyes.
Hey,
The,
pretty brown eyes, my love. How are you? Make sure y'all like the video.
yes, yes, yes. The convenience of she with no fashions calling at this moment with him and his mama. I said, boy, y'all can show lay it on thick for us. Y'all can show lay it on thick for us. So I was like, the fact that you had to ask her where she at, oh, good God on well where she at. She in Portugal. You know that. Now, where you at? Oh, tell the girls. You so involved with the whole cast all of a sudden. He gets on my nerve. Oh, he gets on my nerve. I just was like, girl, Sheree. And the way Prosperity Thick Girl, if y'all didn't watch her last night, the way they talked about Sheree's braids, and I'm a braider. Oh my gosh, I gotta go see Prosperity Thick Girls in her. Oh my God, the way they talked about Sheree's hair. I'm gonna need Sheree to lay off her. I mean, she's a pretty lady. I just feel like she's wearing that ponytail too much. Braids is cool for Portugal. That's great and all, but I need her to lay off of that ponytail. I'm gonna need to lay off that ponytail and the blonde streaks. She don't need all that. You're pretty. Just be regular. Even if you wear your own hair in a ponytail, stop putting that fake hair, putting this blonde, big, long braid. I don't like it. I'm like Sheree. That ain't it. And don't put no fake, no lace fronts either. You don't need all that. You're a pretty lady. Don't do that. I don't like it.
I don't know. First of all, listen, I don't want to be stuffed with Sheree on LAMH, and I don't want to be
Mm-hmm.
stuck with Martell on Roja. Right? This is a relationship of convenience. I don't care what nobody say. I don't truly believe that they are together like that. And I feel like Sheree, you look just as dumb and stupid for going along with the scheme that the scamming bishop. I don't know who came up with this scheme. The bishop or Rocky, because this is above tide. Okay, this scheme is above tide. It's either the bishop. You know the line bishop who said they broke in his church in New York, and now he
Mm-hmm.
got all of these indictments. I know it's
Uh, uh,
indictments, y'all. I was
the
just
opposite
saying.
of black head, white head.
Listen, Bishop Whitehead. I don't know who came up with this scheme that Martell and Sheree trying to pull over on the people. It's either that scamming Bishop or that scamming Rocky. One of the two, because this is above Todd level schemes. Okay,
Yeah, I
y'all
agree.
better not blame this on Todd, because Todd
I
did not
agree.
come up with this. I don't want to be inundated with either one of them on either show, especially for a relationship that I don't feel is real. Especially when Martell is still going around and sitting in confessionals saying he's not ready for a full relationship like that. Yet we are to believe that you're in one. You're not in it for a relationship like that because you still want to be with money making male, okay? Track phone male. And I don't believe it's all the way because you love her. I believe it's because she living the lifestyle that you wanted to live. And unfortunately, you couldn't keep your dick up in a box long enough to stay with your wife. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't play
Yeah.
with that thing. You couldn't go buy you a GG and make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, buy him in a GG, okay? When you gone, you know what I'm saying? It's a little sling thing that you put all over the thing, and you know they put a little KY up in that thing and yak, you know what I'm saying? Get a little arm exercise, and bam, the men love it, okay?
You know, here sound like
He could go get
you,
him a toy. He had to go get him some coleslaw. And now she moving on to live the life that y'all, because everything she's doing is what y'all plan to do. And your Martell is upset because he's not no part of that plan. He can't benefit from it no more. Right. He can't benefit from it no more. So therefore, he's mad because she's continuing to do what the plan was for her to do. Except for the plan was for them to do, and now she's doing, and he don't have no benefits from it.
So that wasn't their plan. That was her plan. Martell never had to plan to lay down with it.
You know, her plan, but she was gonna bring him along. That's why I'm listening. The two was one. Mm-hmm. The two was one, and she was putting Martell up there like, we're a couple. We work together, me and Martell. Mm-hmm. We work together. We do everything together. So that's what she said. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have been able to keep his dick up in the sling at home, inside his drawers that he now trying to sell for us to buy, well, not for us, for the men's to buy, then he would still be living this lifestyle that he wanted to live. But unfortunately, you rather play with the coleslaw, and you left the soup, the salad, the main course, and the desserts,
and the leftovers.
You left it. So now you live the lifestyle that you're living. So I'm just not here for it. I need Marlene to stop enabling him. That's the biggest. That's the biggest thing for me.
So let's go back. So let's go back to the fact that she is the one that's also telling him he don't need no counseling. She's also the one that's saying he doesn't need to go talk to somebody. Yes, he does. And so do you, honey. We all do. We all need somebody that we can speak to, especially if we having differences with somebody that is don't have they don't have a stake in it. You know, they don't have nothing to do with it, and they can see it from both sides, right or wrong. Nobody's friend, family member. You know, we all need that. We really do. That's what I like about me being a stylist. For as long as I've been a stylist, I'm also a therapist. Y'all didn't know. I am, though, because I've listened to so many of my clients' gripes and personal things, and I'm always, just because they're my client, depending on how long I've done them, I'm the person that's going to be like, hey, but look, I'm gonna look at it from your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband, whomever. I'm always trying to give them the other look, you know, the other side of it. Not just sitting on their side like, yeah, girl. Oh, yeah, girl. He wrong. I've never been that person. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you're my friend, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm not going to hurt your feelings, but I am going to tell you if you're wrong. I am. And if your husband's right and you my friend, I'm still going to say it. Like, yeah, your husband is actually right. You didn't have to come at him like this or whatever the case may be. So I was really disappointed in Marlene for really basically saying he don't have nothing wrong with him. Basically, the male should not have been talking about him to the kids as if he didn't say something to her kids about her, which we know they did. We do it to each other, and that's the problem I'm having with Marlene, because she's saying it like, "Oh, Mel is, you know, I just need her to stop talking to her kids about you." Well, how about tell your son, stop giving your ex-wife stuff to give to her kids to talk about, because you're doing it.
It's crazy to me how Marlene sees that way when your son put out recordings of him questioning and making and coercing them children to say something. Your son, we know now, has tried to get this lady phone tapped so he can be in her business. Your son now is upset because Mel did not cover him in his foolishness. The fact that she did what a mother was supposed to do was explain to her kids why they were breaking up, why they had a sibling that did not come from their mama and daddy and wanted to do so with a therapist who can explain it and help them work through that. And he was upset. Like, Mel had the audacity to tell them kids the truth. It's the fact that him and his raggedy mentor moral, she don't have to cover for your son and his foolishness no more. She don't have to cover your son and his reckless behavior. And Tank and Boss Baby, them kids are old enough to Google online, watch this show, and see what people are saying about their daddy. So what is she supposed to do? You think that he can sit and talk about her, and then them kids don't come back and tell their mama what was talked about? You gotta be crazy. The same way if she talk about him. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make it like what your son do is right and he don't have no problem. And Marlene is the type of old person that don't believe in therapy. She believes something is mentally wrong with you if you have to go to a doctor, which, I mean, honestly, I think something is mentally wrong with that man anyway. Something mentally ain't right with him. You know what I'm saying? He's a narcissist. I don't know if it's a medication for that. I don't know what he is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he is the way he is. I am not a clinical psychologist or a psychiatrist. Therefore, I don't have a textbook diagnosis that I can properly give him. But what I am going to say is he is definitely a tragic piece of man. Okay. And I am curious. Okay. Curious George wants to know, Mentor Marl, why you don't go get your son some help?
Because she thinks he don't need no help.
No, he needs it. He absolutely needs it.
But she thinks he doesn't, and that's weird.
He does. Anytime you are taking your ex-wife to court to, one, be vindictive and hurt her, and two, stop her from changing her last name when she want to be rid of your bald head ass, that's a problem. That ain't normal. It's very much giving, oh, something on my mind. Won't somebody please tell me what's wrong? You can't get away from me, and I'm in here. That's what he's trying to do. But Mel is like, nah, player, you ain't in here no more. You got to go.
And that's the funniest thing. Like, we just all can see that Marlene has been the enabler, and the reason why Martell is the way he is, and it's kind of sad. And I would love for Marlene to put herself in her ex-daughter-in-law's shoes.
She won't. Like,
I know, because she's too busy looking at coddling her son. She keeps coddling him, so she's never gonna see it from. And I get it. I have my oldest son is 28. He has a daughter. And him and his kid's mother, you know, they're together, not together, together, not together. I don't get into their business, but I also get on my son's head. I get on my son's head top. I'm serious. I get on his head top because I'm his baby's mother. I'm her as if he was his father. So I put myself in her shoes. So he's always like, you always on her side. I'm like, I'm not. But I need you to understand, just because you're my son, that you not just gonna do her any kind of way, or I'm just gonna take your side because you my son. I'm not doing that. That ain't how I work. That ain't never been my get down. My get down is justice, and right is right and wrong is wrong. And that's where I'm at with it. Girl, I cannot with this
bitch. She should have been getting him right when he looked like this. She should have been getting him right in his head when he was looking like this, okay? Because maybe by the time he got to look like this, he might well have some sense. She should have been correcting him back then.
I can't. I'm dead. I can't do it with no other day. Girl, every time you say he looked like this dude,
that's what he looked like. I don't care.
Oh my gosh, he really does though. Like, the only difference is that the dude's face is long. That's the only difference between the two. That is the only difference. So yeah, I just feel like, Marlene, you're in the way.
Get out. I got my Carlos King on right now. You know, Martell, I'm worried about you, Martell. I'm worried about you, Martell. You need to get help, Martell. All I'm missing is the fade. I swear. Watch you. I'm gonna. You know I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna come up here one time this season. I'm gonna have me a Carlos King fade. I'm gonna send a picture of colors to my hairdresser and I'm gonna say, I need this. Why she gonna do it for me? You know, he be having them rings on.
Hurry up, princess, so you can get home so you can get in our chat. She said her phone's acting up.
But no,
So
they need some help.
no,
They need
seriously,
some help. Both him and Menthol Morrow. She need
they,
help to go
they
for
probably
that
need to go
drinking.
together.
She need help to get off them Benson and Hedges. She need
Yes.
help to be a proper mama to her son. She need help to stop being an enabler. She need help to be a proper grandmother because I'm sorry. If you think that what he was doing with them kids is right, if you think he wanted to lie about how the fact that Knox came into existence, Maverick Knox, whatever his name is, I'm not. I'm so unclear on which one is the baby name.
What's
I
the
don't know if
first
it's
name? What's the
Maverick
first
or
name?
Maverick Knox.
What's the middle name? We don't know what's the first and the middle name. We just
I
know.
don't know. I don't know, and I'm not making fun of the child. It's just one
No, at
parent said
all.
one thing, one parent said the other. So
Right.
I am completely confused on what's the baby name, not insulting the baby, but the fact that he wanted to lie to his other kids, the Eminem kids, about how does the baby even come into existence. Like at the end of the day, he needed to own that. He needed to explain that to his kids. Like he needed to man up.
Well, we're still waiting, Martell. We're waiting for you to man up and stop still trying to play the victim and still trying to make Mel be the bad guy. Actually, I didn't see him trying to make Mel the bad guy. I really see Marlene trying to make Mel the bad guy. And that's really weird when you're the woman. Like, you should be really empathizing with the one. I know that's your son, but this is the lady that got cheated on. This is a lady that has to share her 4 children with another little kid that she has been forced into doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, you should really be empathizing with her, and you're sitting here empathizing with the person that put that lady in this situation. That's stupid. That is so stupid to me. So moving on from these two weirdos, two codependent people, we go over there to Courtney and Stormy's house, and their little baby, and you know, Stormy is, you know, she's with the baby, and it was so funny because I didn't know where he was going with this, but Courtney says, you know, you see what he's doing because the baby's eating, and he says to his wife, you know, you see what he's doing. She's like, yeah. She's like, he's eating. Yeah, he's eating. Okay. I just drop off. I don't know what my computer's acting up, but anyway, he's like, yeah, he's eating steak. He can eat steak now. So I'm gonna need him to stop sucking. I'm gonna need you to stop saying it like that. I'm gonna need Courtney, you cute and all, but I'm gonna need you to not say it like that because you're making it sound like he's not eating or he's not getting his vitamins, he's not getting his nutrients from his mother. I am one that did not breastfeed my children till they were 1 years old or anywhere near that. The longest I breastfed my children, my 18-year-old, I think she was the longest. She was like 5 months. I had to go back to work. Sister had to go back to work. I had to get back in that shop. So I don't know how women can do it that long, and especially when the baby's got teeth. Because I've been bit without teeth and it hurt. So I don't even want to imagine what it feels like with teeth. So I was a little, you know, taken aback when Courtney was basically saying that, you know, well, no, let's go back. Stormy says, you know, what if I want to breastfeed him until he's 3? I guess he's 2. She's like, what if I want to breastfeed him until he's 3? And the father's like, oh, heck no. I think Courtney wants his breast back. He wants his thighs and his breast back, okay? So he's like, no, we're not doing that. He can eat steak. He can eat food. We're not doing that. Um, and Stormy's like, well, I'm trying to wean him off and everything. And they get to a deeper and bigger discussion by saying, well, I want to breastfeed all my kids is what Stormy says. And he's like, all? You mean all? You mean the one we have? And so Stormy wants to have a big family. Courtney seems like he does not want to have a big family. Funny they have not discussed this before being on this show, seems like. But okay. So Courtney basically is afraid because Stormy had a very tumultuous labor. I guess she almost lost a lot of blood and stuff. So he's nervous, and understandably, because in this day and age, for some reason, us Black women are we are passing away at an alarming rate from childbirth and even after childbirth. So I understand where he's coming from, but I also understand where Stormy is coming from, that she wants to have more children, and there are different alternatives. And I'm just trying to figure out, why the heck are you just gonna shut her down? Like, it's like he bottom lined it, and I don't like anybody to bottom line nothing. Don't bottom line me when we're having a conversation. There's no bottom line until the conversation is done. So I didn't like that he kind of bottom lined her, like, yeah, I'm not having any more kids. Then he flip flopped from, oh, I don't want to see you. You almost, passed away from that. You almost bled. You lost a lot of blood, to, oh, I don't want to see our son be in competition with their brother or sister. Skirt. What are you talking about, sir? That ain't even a real reason. Like, that's not a good enough reason, which makes me think there's something deeper. That's where I'm at with it. What do you think, sis?
So first, let me say thank you, DeQuasia, for the super sticker. We truly, truly appreciate it. Make sure y'all are liking the video. Okay, make sure you are thumbing it up, thumbing it up, thumbing it up. But I do want to thank you, DeQuasia, for the super chat.
Thank you.
Hey, and Harold, yes, that was a younger picture. Hey, Jasmine, Journey with Jasmine +3, how are you? Hey, Jam, how are you? Hey, Norris, my boo, how are you?
What's
So
going on,
let me
dear?
get this. Courtney is not as nice as I thought it was, and I don't want to label him as mean or rude, but he definitely came off as big asshole energy. With that, like, you respect, like you said last season, I remember when you were saying you and your wife do everything together, y'all do business together. It's like you respect your wife in having a baby, I mean in business, but you don't want to hear or discuss your wife, or you don't respect or care enough about your wife to properly express what it is you felt. Now listen, I breastfed, baby, when teeth started coming, the boob had to go. But I also was the mom who had to drop my kid off. So, like, after a certain amount, you didn't. My kids never just got breasts. They got, breasts and bottles. So therefore, they knew how to function off the two. And I'm sorry, once you passed one, baby, you was definitely gonna get on a cup. You know what I'm saying? Sippy cup, bottle, whatever you put it in. But I couldn't even make milk that long. So shout out to the moms who can.
I'm
Shout
sorry.
out to the moms who can, because that's the most nutritious way, and your baby gets actually the best nutrients to start off life from that milk. So I can understand her still doing it. But
Me
girl,
too.
2 years old still sucking on your boob. I mean,
Oh,
everybody's journey is their own. I don't want to judge it, but girl,
I
like, he not bite, like, ooh, I
first
know
of
they
all,
heard if he miss and slip. I don't know. But
sis,
girl,
my last baby was at 38. My first baby was at 19. My first baby, I didn't even breastfeed. She just didn't latch on, and they didn't press it. But then when I got to my second baby, they was only like, yeah, you gotta breastfeed, which I did. I breastfed him for 5 months, 95 months. Michael Lee, I was 35 then. My breast was like, they was like, ooh, I think I breastfed him for like 2 months. And then when McKinley got here, I was 38. It was hurting. He would eat, and I was like, oh, ow, 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 ow. It was just like, it was so painful. It was so painful. So, like, I'm with you. I like, if you can do it and it's not harmful, it don't hurt, by all means. But I just feel like after one, they put you on regular milk. You don't even drink it similar like after so many months. So
I mean, it's
why?
still healthier. It's still healthier, especially with all the hormones that they have in the milk. So I'm not going to say anything about her
Right, wanting to? Yeah, no.
wanting to. I just, girl, pump it and put it in a cup.
Come on, put it in a sippy cup.
Pump it and put it in a sippy cup. I just would be afraid of my nipples being all bitter and ate
Oh
up.
my
But I
god.
mean, if whatever that attachment is, or if she can still do it. I know they say the saliva helps increase the flow of the milk, so maybe just at nighttime or something. Girl,
Yeah,
I
pump.
don't know, but I mean,
I'm with you and Courtney. If you're gonna give him breast milk and that's what you want to do, then pump the milk
you
and give
know,
it to him.
but I also feel like ultimately that's her decision
True.
to
That's true. That's true.
to, to stop to stop. You know what I'm saying? To stop breastfeeding. Ultimately, that's her decision. Um, but it's the best booster. It's the best milk, and definitely better than this milk that they out here giving these children. Got these children looking 50 in the third grade. Not literally 50, but
Look at my age. They look at my
I'm
age.
just saying these kids be built. I'd be like, my God. I'm saying from all the hormones and things. So I'm not,
Mhm.
I'm not, I'm not opposed to her still breastfeeding her baby because I know it boosts the immune system and it's healthier for the child.
Till
I
three?
would just say, girl, put that thing in a cup,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay,
Put
so we all in agreement on that.
pump
We
it
just
and
need
put it
to
in a cup.
pump it
Now,
and put
when
it
it
in the
came
cup.
down to the decision about children, I feel like I'd rather get more into this conversation than what we're gonna get in about track phone mail. Because it seems like to me, Courtney seeing her almost die and leave this world really affected him. And I think he is not adequately expressing to himself expressing himself to his wife on how scared that
He
made
was.
him. You know what I'm saying? Like the competition thing, I think maybe is that something that's a family trait that he's afraid that he's going to pick up, because ultimately your children won't feel like they're in competition with each other unless you make them feel that
There
way.
you go. That comes from a parent. That does not come from a parent.
When you have children and you say, oh, come see your baby, and you include them in with things for the baby, let them hold the baby bottle, let them include in bath time and things like that. You make them included. It's almost like they feel like it's their baby too. That's also how you start
That's
building the
how you do it.
bond between your kids from birth.
That's
Okay,
what
that's
I
how you
do.
start building that family, that sibling bond to where they're best friends. I did that with
I
my
did that.
girls, and when I tell you, baby, listen, when I be pushing Mackenzie, Janaya be trying to push me out the way, girl, because the little umbrella stroller, she trying to push me out the way. She can't even see over the stroller, but she wanted to push her sister, and I just let her push, and I stood behind,
You know why? Because you
pushing
said
and guiding.
because
When it
you made
came
it
time
like
to
that's
feed,
your
she
sister. That's
wanted
why
she would tell me put her baby in her chair, and she'd hold up my kid. So you make them feel uncomfortable.
I did it.
You make them feel comfortable and included with the new baby. Your children don't feel in competition unless you put them in
Listen,
competition. That's the way you got to raise them. So I don't know if that's something that was in his family that he feel like gonna trigger down to him. But ultimately, I think the reason why he don't want to have kids the most is because of what happens to his wife. What happened to his wife, and
agreed.
that he may be afraid that what, if you have more kids, the next time we won't be sitting here.
And
I'll have a
he,
new baby, but I won't have my wife, and I'd rather have my wife. But if
what's
that's how he
crazy?
feels, then he needs to articulate that. It ain't no, I ain't gotta explain nothing to you. I ain't gotta say nothing to you. I'ma say what I want to say. It's over with. I'm done.
Yeah, ain't no. Like I say, there's no bottom line in it. You don't bottom line
Yeah,
nothing.
like no,
We're in
you
a
don't
marriage.
do that.
We're in a marriage. You don't bottom line to your wife, and the wife should not bottom line to the husband.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
need to be in agreement.
Baby, not when he hit her with the "I said what I said." She
Oh
should have
no,
turned back and hit him, and what you said was some
don't
bullshit.
mean
Because
nothing.
I'm not
Don't
done
mean
talking.
nothing. Right. And just for that, if she decides to breastfeed her child to 5 because she wants to mess with you, that's what she's gonna do. So while you think and that's what I said, stop doing that to us. Don't do that. Don't bottom line us as wives. Don't do that. You don't want that because she can bottom line and say, I'm gonna nurse him to 3. You can't stop her from nursing him. You can't stop the milk from flowing. You can't stop this baby from wanting it. So you ultimately are on outs, bruh. But I still see it from. I understand that, but he needs to verbalize it a little bit better, than just you almost bled. You almost bled and passed away. I get that. There's just another way you can say it. There's another way you can do it. The husband is calling me. Let me text him and let him know that I'm live. But yeah, I didn't like that. But putting myself in his shoes, we didn't see if she almost passed away. We didn't see the blood transfusions. We didn't see how long it took for her to recover. We didn't see when she was able to even start breastfeeding to even be still breastfeeding. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, Courtney. We get it. I kind of got it. Hold on. I'm live. Sorry. Okay, so we are. Let me go to the next scene. So we get a chance to see Mel with her kids, and it's Christmas time, so they're making hot cocoa. They all got on the same pajamas, and they look so cute. I always love to see Mel with her kids. That is her element. That's where she rocks out. Same thing with Martell. Martell is he shines more when he's with his kids. They are um two good parents to their children. I am going to say that. I love the way they love on their kids, Martell and Mel. I love the way they do that. So that was cute to see
That
Mel.
sugar mama is too cute.
Oh, I love me some sugar mama. I don't even know her real name because I don't even know what her real name is because I only call her sugar mama. Hey DT, I talked about you earlier, love. So yeah, I love to see her in her element. I love how well behaved her children are. Like she has four little ones. Like I told you guys, I have five. I had two first, and then my oldest. They were 13 and 10 when I started on my new set of kids. So they were already, their own person, their own people, had their own identity. And then I met my husband, and we ended up having our three children. I say that to say, so I look at my kids like a set of two and a set of three, even though I have five. So to watch Mel with her four kids and the how she pours into them is it's so admirable. She just turned 37, and I just love Mills. I love her mothering ways. I love it so much. I love how she asked did anybody want some chocolate. They both, they raised their hands like they were at school. And I'm thinking to myself, like my kids would have never raised their hands. They would have been like, me, give it to me. They would have took the bottle from each other, been fighting over the get my bottle. I got it first. Like they're just so well behaved. And it says a lot about Mel and Martell. And so that's why I think it's hard for us to watch them be in the space that they're in. So, anywho, so we see them together. They're making the hot chocolate. Mel's getting ready to make her phone calls on her trap flip phone, Obama flip free phone, whatever it is.
Hey, I know.
Now, what we didn't say, let me just go back for 1 second. What we didn't say is when Kimmy and Mel had decided that Mel was going to throw the get together for Kimmy, they had did a little role playing as me and my sis do sometimes when we're having fun. But they did a little role playing on the phone to see how it would go when she goes to call people that she's not speaking with and just being cordial to. So that was funny to see that in that scene. So now bring it back to the scene we're at. She's about to make her phone
Kim,
call.
it was extremely accurate.
She was accurate as a mofo. Oh my god, I love that part. So Mel brings out her handy dandy phone and she gets to calling folks. And it's a trip because everybody that she seems to call because she's calling from a number nobody knows. I don't answer. I don't entertain numbers that I don't know. So she better be even looking if they even set up because she would have went right to voicemail for me. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna tell you right now, my kids, they pick my phone up, my phone ringing, they look at my phone, you know what they say? They be like random. They know dang on well I'm not about to answer no random calls. And I'm a stylist, but I tell everybody, you want me to do your hair? Text me. Because you're gonna get a response way quicker than you calling me from an unknown number or anything. I don't entertain unknown numbers. I don't entertain numbers I don't know. I just don't. You're gonna leave me a message and I'll call you back. I don't do that. So anyway, everybody that mail call, I was like, who? Who? And everybody knows it's a little bitty Bill's voice. Bill got that little bitty ass voice like your voice, Bill. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know what it is. Smell. She said it. She says it as soon as y'all answer. Hello. Hey, Tisha. This is Mel. Hey, Stormy. This is Mel. Hey, Martell. This is Mel. And she said it in the same voice, the same way. And y'all, who, Stormy? If you don't sit down talking about some who, we get it. You not fake. We get it. You was who, because you're not fake. We get it. We get it. But understand that to me, you're acting way more immature. It's looking immature on your end for me. My opinion, California cutie. In my opinion, you're looking real immature at this moment with the who and who, who, girl. She said it, and you can hear her voice. Now, maybe you was coming through a canyon, maybe you was coming through the forest, maybe you was coming through the Alabama
You
streets.
got canyons in Alabama?
I have no idea because I have never been. My husband was there last a month ago. I'm gonna ask him because I have no idea. But what I do know is that it wasn't that much static in the world for her to say who, who, and then the long pause, and then you gonna speak, girl. Get off my phone, girl. So yeah, I wasn't here for that. What you say, sis? My phone, my notes is off. What you
You
say?
used to call me on my track phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my track phone. Late night when you wanna pray. Girl, Mel was sit up there. Hey, this is Mel. This is my remote, y'all. I ain't got no flip
I
phone.
can't with you and your remote. I can't.
But
I
I
got my
promise
phone. You
it's
got your
about as long as that phone. It's about as long as slim as that flip. Baby, Mel had me missing the days when I had my razor phone, girl, and used to flip that phone close. Let somebody make you mad, baby. That phone go. Let
And
somebody
that was
make you mad.
satisfying,
It's
wasn't
like
it?
you look. Oh, and don't let you want to be slick with it. You be like, you gonna snap it close with one hand. I said, watch by next week when we do this, baby. The whole background gonna be flip phones, and I'ma have one. I bet you I can find me a one at the. I bet you. I ain't gonna talk about flip phone because my grandmother's still a member of the flip phone game. But my grandmother is 94, and y'all better not play with her, okay? Because she gonna have her flip phone. We tried the iPad, we tried everything else, and my grandmother said, hell no, she gonna still play her solitaire with regular cards, and she gonna still hit that flip. She not getting nothing else, okay? She not getting nothing else. She got that flip. Money making Mel, flip phone Mel. I'm sorry. She's gonna be flip phone Mel the rest of the season. Okay. She was like, hey, this the Mel. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm throwing this party for Kimmy for she went through all her treatments and we gonna have this party. And people like who, and I'm like, listen, how many people y'all know named Mel Tuck with that voice? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know she calling y'all because everybody got to throw an event that everybody got to throw an event that production wants y'all to throw, that Carlos wants y'all to throw, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Like, y'all already know who she is, and it's really dragging this scene out longer than it had to be. And then when Martell said, but did you pray? I said, pray. He talking about, yeah, because I want Melody to pray about us being better co-parents and getting along. And I was like, nah, you want Mel to pray about about slide them panties to the side and let you stick the tip in. Like, that's what you want her to pray. You know what I'm saying? And Mel said, hey, I'm not even wasting God's time like that. I'm not wasting God's time like that. And I'm not wasting God's time with that, and I'm not doing that. And I was like, well, all right, Mel, come on, girl, don't waste God's time then. I was definitely here for it. And that was it. I was here for it, and I was here for Mel with the track phone, y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe it was just me. Y'all not moving things around over here. Maybe it was just me, but I was definitely here for Mel with the track phone. Like, it was nothing that I felt like was wrong with her calling if she didn't want them to have her number. Honestly, that's how I felt about it. Like, if you don't want them to have your number, then they don't need to call they don't need to call your phone. they don't need to call your phone. And that's how I feel about it. So I wasn't mad with it. But before we move on, we're not going to waste any more of God's time. And we don't want to waste any more of God's time either. Okay. So we want you to go ahead on and like the video.
Come on.
All right. We hope y'all like that. All right. And we hope y'all like the video as well. So with that being said, I wasn't mad about it. Now we're gonna move on because I don't really have too much to say about it except for come on now. Y'all already knew what that phone call was. Y'all already know it was about to be an event that was happening. Like it really lasted longer than it needed to last for me. But with that being said, we're gonna move on. So now we go back around at a Stormy house because she was in the first episode. I pitched me. Even though the episode was still called A Holt in a Prep. Stormy, girl. You need to girl check the episode and Stormy and Courtney on your show. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it was A Holt in a Prep. Oh,
please. Where your prayer cloth? Where your prayer cloth, sis? You on your beds? You ain't got it. You ain't got it.
I always keep a prayer cloth, baby. I always keep a prayer.
Oh Lord, she always got a prayer cloth.
Don't make me call him up. Call him up. I'm gonna call him up on my track phone. I know how Mel got that phone. Y'all think it's a game. Thank you, DT, for the super chat. We appreciate it. Like this video, like Wanda Man likes her own cookie. I can't stand it. I can't stand you, DT. I really, really can't.
We love you, DT. That's the problem. We love you so much. You just feel free to say whatever you want to say.
Oh my God, not like Wanda Man like the cooking. So we go down there to Stormy house. We find out Betty done moved to.
Okay, wait. Before you talk about her, we just need you to understand that her name is Betty Kruger. Now you can go. Thank you, DT, for the name. It's Betty Kruger. Go ahead. You can finish. Go ahead.
Betty Ford, but okay. No. We find out that Betty Kruger, according to DT, not according to me, Betty Kruger still moved from the one stoplight town in Mississippi on down to the mansion and around there with the llamas, the chickens, and the turkeys. Okay, and the babies down there to Courtney in them house because Stormy couldn't find a nanny, and she couldn't properly, be the warehouse and stuff at the business wasn't the place that the baby needed to be all the time. You know what I'm saying? So she had to move her mama in, aka the storyline, to have the beef with Mel because Wanda is gone. So now we need another ornery ass mama to come get in grown folks' business.
Bring Wanda back. 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 Oh, was I saying that out loud? Because I never say that.
It was.
Oh my gosh!
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, say it. Go ahead. I'm listening. I got all. Wait, let me go like this. Huh? What you saying? Go ahead. I know it hurt.
Like give me
Go ahead.
I'd rather have Wanda and them nasty potatoes and that food truck than Betty. I'm sorry. The only Betty that we respect around here is Betty Wright. My baby and I are back together again. That's what Martell, Hope, and Mel about to be singing. That's what Martell want Mel to accomplish with that prayer. My baby and I are back together again. I was earning my man while I was learning my man. Some young girls might not understand. No, what they don't understand is what you meant, Betty, because they taking your words for literal. And you need to come back out here and give them a tutorial and let them know that child, don't take everything literal. Some stuff that you ain't earning and learning, you just letting the hell go. I'm gonna need you to come back and do a remix tutorial for that. But anyway, so we find out. So she's telling her mama about what went on with her and Courtney, and she was like, "Now I will say this: I agreed with Betty. I did agree with Betty when she was telling her, listen, sometimes men can't express their feelings, and it wasn't just you who went through that, and he might can't articulate to you how how that made him feel." Or whatever. So, and she was like, but it's okay that my feelings hurt though. No, it's not okay your feelings is hurt, but your mama is also trying to tell you, what your husband may be feeling or expressing at this time. Okay. So I agreed with her for that. Now when we roll around to the other situation, and Stormy was telling her mama, look, you know what I'm saying? Stormy even said in the confessionals, my mama has never let my mama have never liked any of my friends, which lets me know you walk in and you automatically think your daughter is better than everybody. You one of them kind of mamas. You look down on everybody because she's never had not one friend that you like, not one friend that you've never caused problems with.
Y'all like jealous of me
to lose friendships over, not one. So that's a little crazy to me. So Stormy was sitting up there and telling her, like, now you got me in a whole beef where it doesn't need to be a beef. And she's like, well, I'm never going to apologize. I'm never going to say I'm sorry. And I'm like, your daughter's sitting up here telling you that she have a problem. She is catching heat by way of what you are doing. And you going to sit up here and say you're never going to apologize? Ultimately, Betty, you getting up here and said what you said when you went down to the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook, and everywhere you could post something about track phone mail, okay? You bought the mellow meters to your daughter's ass, which also brought them to the Walmart, to the Target, and everywhere else her products was, including the Yelp, to leave fake bad reviews because of what you did. So if your daughter is telling you that this is affecting her negatively, first of all, the fact that it's affecting her negatively and she's saying, mama, you putting me in a bad position, you putting me in a beef that I don't even want to be in, that it really wasn't even was. The fact that you told her, well, I'm not apologizing, I'm not going to say I'm sorry, it lets me know you don't give a damn about the position that you put your daughter in, let alone the position that you put her business in. And for that, I say you ain't shit. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to heal. You need to heal. But I really, oh my God, like, I really want to ask Stormy. If Stormy would, y'all reach out to Stormy and tell her, give us an interview, okay? Because I really want to ask her if doing this show, I really want to know if doing this show is worth the damage that it's caused to her business. Like, if you look up her business on the BBB, it's rated an F. Her business is rated an F on the BBB. Because you got people calling and reporting they're not getting products, they're not getting this. You got workers coming out acting like they were. I'm not allegedly saying that she never paid them. So what's doing this show? If you can't focus on the show and focus on your business, then one of them have to go. And is Love and Marriage Huntsville really worth it? Because at the end of the day, girl, if you don't want to take being a quiet millionaire, I'll take being a quiet millionaire over a loud fool on this show. And I'm not calling you a fool. I'm just saying that's foolery to risk, like you said. You came from a town with one stoplight. Nobody gave you nothing. Nobody was rooting behind you. You didn't have nobody to guide you on where to go. And yet, look where you've grown your business to. I'm not risking that for no Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not doing it. So I really want to know, and at the end of the day, I need to know, like, how does that make you feel? Like, your child was ran off of social media, which she says she's not going to run off of social media, but I saw somewhere that she was on the internet crying last night. Girl, listen, if you're going to be on reality TV, you can't cry every time, Mom. Like, you can't do it. You always want to talk about that's what's up. That's the way you better start handling them people. That's what's up. I'm tired of hearing you crying about the people who's making fun of your nose. Girl, you got a black girl nose. Ain't nothing wrong with you. People was calling you the Mucinex booger man. Girl, nothing about you look like the Mucinex booger. Like nothing at all. Why would that even make you cry or hurt your feelings when you know that's not what you look like? I think Stormy is very beautiful. I think what she did in growing a brand without experience is very awesome. But baby, between your mama and these fans, they gonna tear down everything you built, girl. And we like seeing you with the sound bowls and the llamas and the gold G-Wagon. But Betty is absolutely awful. That's absolutely awful. If your child telling you, mama, stop, and you refuse her wishes, talking about, I'm going to stand up for you. If she's telling you to stop, she didn't need you to do that for her. You put her in a beef. You made a situation worse that didn't need to be made worse. And then you want, but I will say this. I appreciated Stormy telling her mama to, like, stop. I appreciated her trying to check her mama.
Sis, I just sent you something. I just sent you something on text. Because last night, Prosperity Thick Girl had went live and was speaking about everything that we're talking about tonight. Couldn't go live, but I was in her chat. Had a really good time. And when they had came up with,
me to show this?
Well, I'm gonna give you the context behind it. I just wanted you to have it so that when because I'm gonna give you the context. I'm gonna give you the context. If you want to put it up there after I give you the context, you do what you want to do. But I'm giving you context. So I'm in the chat, and like I said, they were like Betty Kruger, and and
okay, well, I'm glad that's not why she was crying. I just heard, like I said, I heard bits and pieces. I had a migraine, so I wasn't like, but I'm just saying, like, girl, she can't be crying every time.
Because I said the same thing. I was in the chat. I was like, Stormy's gonna need to get some tough skin. Same thing with me. Like, I mean, I'm new to this. I don't look at everybody's comments. There's times where you just don't want to get into it. First of all, I'm not gonna get into it with anybody. Yeah, we all want to have nice comments and things said nice about us. If there's something that's not nice, yes, you're gonna buck or you're not, depending on who it is. For Betty, the fact that she took to Twitter talking about her child, who is an adult.
You can mute these nuts.
Damn, shut up, I'm alive.
I don't care.
Yeah, okay, you don't care. So all I'm saying is, for me, Betty she putting herself in a position where she's like Storm said, you're not me. They gonna think you're talking for me, and you can't reverse it. There's no coming back from it. There's no like, oh, I'm sorry. This is Stormy's mom. Don't come from my daughter. You can't. You think they're gonna respect all that? They don't care about that stuff. So you can't recant nothing. So if your daughter is coming to you and saying to you, Mom, don't do that. Or why are you being asked me? Betty is calculated. Let's go with that. She's very calculated in the way she's moving, and I don't like that because, like we'll keep saying, you're gonna get your daughter in something you're not gonna be able to get her out of. She has a whole business. She is not just coming out as a new star on reality TV, and this is how she's trying to come out. This lady has a business, and she's trying to promote her business on this platform. You're going to make her step back 10 paces back. So the thing that I sent you, putting it in context, I was like, dang, I don't like how she is. I was like, dang, the Betty Kruger is a good name. I was like, dang, I'm trying to think. So I started thinking about, I don't know, my brain went to the garbage pail kids. Anybody in the chat that's probably 40 and over, maybe 38, 37 years and over, y'all should know about the garbage pail kids. We used to have cards that we used to pass out. You buy them from the ice cream truck or the liquor store, and they all had different names for different people. Like if your name was whatever name it was, then like if it was, I don't know, like my name is Melinda. I don't remember seeing them with one for me, so I can't even use one. But like Gretchen, it was like, I don't know. It was always something nasty. They're garbage pail kids, like the Cabbage Patch Kid gone wild, and they made them be like over the top, nasty, funny, whatever the case may be. So I went into Safari last night while Prosperity was going live, and I was like, I want to let me see what they had a nickname or anything. So the name was Half Baked Betty. And I was just like, oh wow, I remember this card. I was like, I remember this card. So I just sent it to my sister because that's where my brain was last night and I was having a good time. That's all it was. So I'm gonna call her Half Baked Betty because you ain't listening. Your daughter is telling you something and you not listening. So you half baking yourself. You like really like on some I'm not apologizing. Um she really killed me with this. I really didn't like Mel when I met her. What? Skirt. What? Let me tell you something.
Her spirit just ain't rubbed me right.
Let me tell you something. If any of my kids walk in the house with a friend and I don't like that friend or I have a feeling about this friend and something about this friend I don't like, we ain't, I'm going to tell you what, we ain't doing that. And I'm telling you ahead of time because I don't want nothing to happen to you while I'm not around. So that way right there, I was like, girl, get on my face. You on TV talking smack, girl. Because you also knew to tell Stormy about because Stormy said she hadn't talked to Mel. And what did Half Baked Betty say? She said, oh, so she she don't talk to people after she did you like she don't do like she do everybody else, basically. So so why is you and your daughter taking it personal? Like, why are y'all taking it personal? Y'all got a camera in your face for how many minutes, how many hours, how many days, and you think I'm about to get off this camera away from y'all and not take a break from y'all? Come on, man. You muted. You muted, sis. You muted.
You know, that happens to me 2 or 3 times a live. It's crazy to me that why are you even in their business? Why are you watching Mel that tight? Like, it's so crazy to me how people want to judge that situation with Destiny. Like, let's be clear. Even if you don't believe, if you believe her when you say her and Tisha wasn't talking about Mel, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Believe that if you believe that. I personally don't believe that that's not what happened.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, don't discuss me with somebody you know I'm not cool with and we're supposed to be cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want to continue to be cool with me, then don't discuss me with them.
Don't do that. Yeah.
That's just it. That's it. That's all. I'm not telling you don't be friends with them. I'm not telling you don't be cool with them. I'm saying don't discuss me with them. So even if you don't believe that, then you turn around and you say on an interview, well, she heard me and Tisha talking about her, but she ain't hear my auntie talking about her. So she was supposed to accept that as well. Then you went on a press tour prior to Mel even opening up her mouth saying how much she wasn't a bad friend, how much she was a bad friend, and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, she was around here giving you money. Nah, you don't get to play with me like that.
Right.
Now, if people want to say Mel should be straight up and straight, I'm gonna save that part. But I'm sorry, as a mama, yeah, I'm gonna look at people energy when they come towards my kids. I give everybody a chance to even if I feel like I don't know, I might tell my kids something like watch them.
Yeah.
Just watch them. It's something about them. I don't know, just watch them.
You don't want to say don't mess with them because if you do, they're gonna mess with them more. So go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, watch them. You know what I'm saying? Something about them just it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And most times I have been right. But when it came down to the fact that I was right, I was just like, well, it's up to you. Now that you see what type of person they are for real, it's up to you how you want to handle it and how you want to move. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to rock with them no more, then don't rock with them no more. But once they do something to hurt my children, the thing of it is, like, if you want to, y'all go to school. So you do what you got to do to make the environment the best for you, whether that's handle them with a long handle spoon or whatever. But my children really don't care. When they cut you off, they cut you off. You know what I'm saying? When they done with you, they done with you. That's it. Ain't no coming back from it. But I put the ball in their court and I taught them very early on how to judge people and how to take what people did to them and decide how they want to move. So I trust their judgment when they move however they want to move. Now the thing is this, once they cross my babies, oh, you ain't welcome in my house no more.
I wish.
You
Never
ain't
mind.
welcome to my house no more. You ain't coming to my house no more. But I am not judging those kids based on their friendships with somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. I don't have time for that.
Right.
If you're supposed to be the nanny girl, stay in the guest house with the baby, bring the baby up when Courtney and them come home, and then go back to the guest house. Go back to the guest house. We don't need to see her mingling with Mel and Tisha and Tiffany and Kiki and them. We don't need to see that. And we're not gonna act like, oh, people just don't like you, Stormy, because they don't like because of your issues with Mel. People wasn't liking you before that. You know what I'm saying? You had people that like you because they felt like you was up under Mel. People wasn't liking you before that. Me
Right.
personally, I knew this was coming when you sat on that stage and you drew that line in the stand.
Right. That part. You the one that told me, reminded me. I mean,
You know what
you
I'm saying?
reminded me.
You the one who drew that line in the sand, talking about what a real woman would do. On top of that, you got the slaw out here saying that tea party that she was sitting up here. Now I don't know if this is true. This is all alleged. But you got the slaw out here saying that tea party that she had through, where she said she was going to be spilling the tea and reviewing the show, allegedly that was in your backyard, Stormy, and you ain't cleared that up. So that makes people feel some type of way. Allegedly, people done went back and pulled up posts from way back when about you and your mama going off on Mel about the show. And so, like, when you do stuff, once again, her mama brought this out. Like, people was literally posting that in groups, like old posts and stuff, prior to Stormy ever even being on last season, right? People were saying it was posts that she made, okay, to click to talk about Mel, her and her mama. At least her mama for sure. So it gives you came on this show with an agenda. And I just feel like at the end of the day, we now see Tisha trying to work with Mel in the Black Expo and all of this. You know, I don't believe it was her backyard. I don't know how close they were. You know, because we don't know what to believe about Slaw and what not to believe about Slaw. Slaw said it was a lot closer than what they was. She also said that Stormy paid to be on the show. I don't know. Or whatever. So yeah, it was Stormy mama. Okay, I knew it was one of them, but her mama. So it's giving, y'all plotted to come on the show with this. And if it was your mama obviously would have told you how she felt about this lady before you being on this show. So why would you have her on? It's giving slick. It's giving oil slick, because if your mama was posting about this lady way before you was ever on this show, which means you had already prejudged her before you met her with your old honorary self. You had already prejudged Mel before you met her. If these posts are true about your statements, and that was before Mel ever knew your daughter, before your daughter was ever even considered to come on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you already prejudged her. You already felt some type of way about her from what you saw on the show. So now your daughter's on the show. You can't tell me when she told her mama, "Oh, mama, I'm gonna be casted for this show." Da 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 da. Her mama ain't running. Her mama ain't running. So it's giving slick. It's giving you brought your mama on here to do this. That's what it's giving.
Well, here's the thing, Nola. Here's the thing. When you come on shows with a hidden agenda, you know that blow up in your face, right? So if she did this, allegedly, we don't know. This is my sister saying what she feels. And I'm kind of inclined to feel like you might be onto something, because people come with hidden agendas, and the ones that do that, they're the ones that get it blown in their face, and they don't stay on long. And with her having a business and trying to build her business, this is not a good look. I hope that doesn't happen for her, because remember, it's her show, according to her email, and she's going to give so much of herself in this show, her show. So it's like, I hope you and your mom don't do too much. I hadn't thought about it the way you do the stuff that you just said. I had not thought about it like that. I just was just like, I don't like the mom because I don't even like the way she was like, I just didn't even feel I didn't even like her Mel's energy. I'm like, well, then call her Melody, Miss Ma'am. How you calling her Mel like that's your homegirl? We call her Mel because we review her and been reviewing her from day one. So that's why we call her Mel. So for me, it's like you like trying to make this thing happen between her. And usually, like Miss Van, at that the shoe was on the other foot, I feel like Miss Van would have gave that same advice or said the same things that Stormy mom, Miss Betty said. She would have did that. I don't see her doing that. I feel like she with the mess, the tweet she doing, and I went Stormy. If you don't get yourself back in the book, go get yourself back in the bed and back in the book.
Listen, I agree with her for that, and I was glad she told her that. I was glad that she said that. Now, this is the comment for me, okay? Also, don't forget, this isn't Stormy's first time being on a reality TV. She had a reality TV that flopped years ago. Girl, I never heard of it. Somebody said this to me because I never heard of it.
Just simply, what was it?
What was the name of it? Just simply. Oh, this the one. But she okay with Destiny, who threw a chair at her child Stormy. Yeah.
That's
okay with her.
Because that's what's up.
Oh my God.
That's what's up.
She got turned down for Bell Collective since she lived
in Huntsville.
Right, out of it. She later moved to Huntsville. Girl, so she been chasing reality TV?
Oh my gosh. You see, this is the thing about keeping your ears to the streets and all this good stuff.
Girl, listen, my ears hadn't been to the streets for the Huntsville tea because I was taking a sabbatical. But girl, this is not a look, and we're gonna have to go watch it because they say Mel said that Stormy was trying to get close to her to get on TV allegedly. It was said on Carlos' interview, but I didn't watch it, y'all. I wasn't feeling.
I didn't watch it either. But here's the thing: the way we was first introduced to Stormy was when she was pregnant, correct? When Mel did her video at her house. That was the first time we saw Stormy on Huntsville. Friend of or not, how friend of.
First time we really saw her, she wasn't even a friend of because we didn't see it until
when they're about to bring a new person on, they just be like, "Who wants to be the friend of the friend?" Me. Okay, then you get more storyline this year. Let's go. That's what it sounds like it's doing.
I don't know. At this point, it's just a job for Melody because she's the one who's really getting paid. Even if she leaves, she will still get paid. Exactly. And I think at this point, it was a YouTube show. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna knock that. I'm not gonna knock that.
Okay. I ain't never gonna knock none of it. I just didn't know. Not that she looked. I ain't gonna even lie.
We see each other.
I don't forget faces. And when I first saw Stormy, even though she was plump, pregnant, and everything, I still felt like I've seen her before. So maybe I've seen her on this or seen a commercial or something to that effect. But happy Sunday, my girl Janet. I love you.
Yes, happy Resurrection Sunday to you as well. Well, child. Make sure you guys are on both pages, liking the video.
Please subscribe to my channel. Please,
make sure you guys subscribe to both channels. If you're not subscribed to California Cutie, make sure you subscribe. We will be here, baby, every Sunday at 4. At 4, okay? Let's go ahead on to the last scene. Girl, go ahead and break it down for them,
girl. Is this a scene where we go? Because I did not write it down, but I know what was going on.
This is the party.
Yes, I know. So we Kimmy walks in, her and Maurice, they walk in, they see the little pretty little flowers. She's so excited about that. Her and Mel, she's thanking Mel for, just the nice little touches. Maurice looks like he's happy that it's not a party because he swear he didn't want no party. Don't party. It's a get together. So he and I guess he feels like Mel would do the most or, try to do too much. Even though it's for Kimmy, it doesn't matter if she would have went all the way over the top. What would have been the difference? Like, it's for Kimmy and just let's celebrate. So, people trickling in. I guess the theme was to wear pink, because breast awareness, um, in my month, the month that I was born in is October. So they wear pink. I have uh, breast awareness. I don't have breast cancer, but I'm always in support of that. So I have stuff, that have that. So it was a touch of pink everywhere. Everybody was to wear a little bit of pink. I thought Martell was cute showing up in his Martell was cute, showing up in his pink. When he had the sweatshirt on, a lot of pink on, brought her a beautiful bouquet of flowers, which was a nice touch. It was funny because I guess when he walked in, they said something to him like, "Oh, you guys." Oh no, Kimmy says, "Oh, you guys all give. You guys bring me the most beautiful flowers." And he's looking around the room because he's like, "Well, who else brought you flowers?" Because he probably only see the one flowers, but she was referring to when Mel brought her flowers to the house, which were very beautiful as well. So I put the two together. They didn't go back and show it, but that's what I think that they had meant. Um, of course, Kimmy's family is there. They're off to the back because we are filming the show, but for not for nothing, everybody is there. Her family, mom is probably there. Um, I didn't see a cameo of Jalen, which was odd to me. He probably was at Black Slave.
Come on, girl.
Wait, you gotta warn me. Is it in the private chat? Let me look at the private chat. If you didn't warn me, I'm gonna beat your butt.
I did not. One thing about them shenanigans, if you let me shenan once, I'm a sure gonna shenan again. Okay.
Tisha, let me Tisha, I will introduce you when you get there. You're like one of the last people to get there. So let me wait for you to get there, Tisha.
Save the
So
best for last.
I'm gonna save the very best for last. So I was enjoying that. They had that little talk. Martell came in. Um, I I can't even think. She got me discombobulated right now. Tisha, I didn't know you was gonna come on our show. Thank you for coming in.
Oh,
Um,
you're welcome. Make sure
uh,
you come to the Black Expo.
okay, I've definitely do that. Yeah, thank you for coming in, Tisha. I just like I said, I didn't know you were coming. So anyway, I was right in the middle of introducing when you came in. So Marceau walks in with his pink sweatshirt on. Like I said, the man was really showing out with their pink on. I really like to see a man in pink. And then Tisha comes in. Tisha, why were you so bundled up all around your neck? Like
Girl, it was cold.
you was cold because you
Mm-hmm.
had a full suit on, a full red man suit on, and
Mm-hmm.
and then I couldn't see your neck. It looked like you didn't have a neck. You was just so bundled, and I feel like it really wasn't that cold because everybody else didn't come in like that. So you sure it was really cold? Are you
I
sure?
mean, it was cold to me. It was cold to me. It
Okay.
might not have been cold to them, but it was cold to me. Yes. Yes, it
Oh,
was.
okay. Okay, then I understand because then that would understand. I can understand that because you gave the cold shoulder to Mel. I understand.
Well,
She
I
was
mean,
the one that.
I don't have anything to do with the Black Soul as of yet in this season. I'm here for Kimmy. I'm here for Kimmy.
Hmm. Okay, I understand that. That is your sister in love. I understand that very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for me, I just you looked a little uptight, but I mean, if you were relaxed, if you were relaxed when you came to the get together that your brother-in-law threw, you know, my thing was I saw you there because you were so bundled up, and you did take the pink scarf off. When I mean, if we want you to wear pink, why would you wear all red and then you're gonna take the pink scarf off? It's like you're not there.
I
And then
mean, if
Tisha,
Kimmy would have threw this party, or if Kimmy would have let me throw this party, outside of the Black Soul, then I would have been in all pink. However, since Mel calls me, I'm gonna be in my red because I don't do what the Black Soul says. But I'm here for Kimmy. I'm here for Kimmy.
Okay, so you came in the color of what's in our vessels.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. So my thing
It was,
is,
it was close to Christmas time. We were celebrating the birth of Jesus. It's power in the blood. Amen. Let's go.
okay, well, can you answer me why your brother-in-law was so against this said get together, but was the loudest one when your sister opened her arms and said, "There's no cancer here." She got fat, and that's more where the celebration really came from. It was not so much about really the chemo. I mean, she was over the chemo, but it was more so that she don't have cancer in her body at the moment, and she still has to get her surgery, but we are celebrating that there's no cancer in her body at the moment. And I felt like your brother-in-law, he sure got so over the top and so excited and screamed it to the heavens when he was so against the get together. So besides you bundled up, I was kind of weird. It was weird to see your brother-in-law be so pumped.
Well, I mean, that's his wife. Of course, he's going to be supportive.
Okay. Another thing, Tisha, my thing with you is that you always want to match your husband so that everybody in the room know that you guys are together. You guys wasn't matching if you took your scarf from around your neck. You,
I
I
mean,
mean,
we're old. I'm an old school type of wife with a hint of independence. We didn't have to be fully matchy matchy for this event. It was for Kimmy. This event was for Kimmy, but it was thrown by Mel. So I mean, I didn't have to give my best.
okay.
No, I'm just playing. I don't know why Tisha didn't come into pink because it was not about Mel at all. It was about Kimmy, and I think everybody should have went and celebrated Kimmy. And I think it was trifling on both Mel's part and Tisha and their part for them to be like, oh well, I'm gonna be here for Kimmy, and that's why I'm doing this. F the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we know that it's here for Kimmy. You don't have to say all of that. You don't have to go there with that animosity on your heart. You don't have to go there thinking about the other person. Like you said what you said at the reunion, that is over. Move to the next space. Move on. Y'all don't fool with each other. That is perfectly okay. And yes, go to the party, okay? And then don't say nothing. She called you and told you about it. All right, cool. Babe, listen, Mel throwing Kimmy a party for her last cancer treatment, for her last chemo treatment. And, it's going to be on this date, this time. They want us to wear pink. That's it. It ain't, we don't have, I'm
Too
so
much energy. Too much
over it.
negative energy. Too much
I'm
negative
over it.
energy.
Like, at the end of the day, I need I understand reality TV has to have a certain level of drama, but I am sick and tired of dealing with the same old drama. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to keep dealing with the same thing over and over and over again. Like let's have something new. And I don't want the same Mel is not a good friend recycled storyline just from with Mel with another person. I don't want that.
I did not, because you threw me all the way off. I didn't even say when Tiffany came in and how she was glowing, like you said earlier, and talking about her whole little, pregnancy. You can hear her talking about, talking to different people about different stuff about her pregnancy. I thought that was cute too. So yeah, it was just weird. The energy was really off. I felt like if your energy gonna be off, if you're not gonna come with good intentions all the way across the board, because if you're going somewhere, you're invited somewhere, and that's, why are you gonna come with some kind of stank look or whomever, even if you don't like that person? Like, it takes so much more to give somebody a stank look. It takes so much more energy exerted when you are trying to be negative to somebody than when you can just simply say hey and keep it pushing. And it's not even a like, hey, how you doing? It's a like, hey, boom, let's go. I'm you pay them dust, and it's not even paying them dust even takes energy. That's why it's like, it's not even about paying the dust. It's like, if it's not that serious, if you, like teacher said, I left it all on, I left it all on the stage. Yeah, okay, girl, you and your Muppets. Okay, you and your Muppets, you left it all on stage, right? So why are you coming in with so much like you can't speak then? That's the contradictory of it all. You're not leaving it on the stage. You're actually carrying it with you like baggage, and nobody got time for it. We don't. I don't have time for that. I don't want to see it. It's exhausting for me to watch you carry the baggage.
Right. And so then we get to Stormy coming in. Now,
Mm.
did you notice that when Stormy came in, it was clear she saw Mel and Mel saw her. However, Mel didn't even like acknowledge her presence. So I kind of feel like that was already, like I said, I really think it was that comment um, that she said at the reunion on top of Stormy's mom saying what
Mm-hmm.
she said on the internet that probably Mel was like, you know what I'm saying, whatever about it. But then
Right.
Stormy pulls her to the side because Stormy says everybody's here just being fake. And it's like, I don't feel like they're being fake because Mel wasn't really just socializing, you know what I'm saying, with people like that.
Right.
She wasn't really just socializing with people like that. But we can be in the same space if we have a mutual friend for a celebration of her and not cause a problem, not have to walk up in here in a rude and stank attitude. It's called being grown.
Hello.
It's called being grown, Stormy. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's called being grown. But she pulled Mel to the side and wanted to talk to Mel. And Mel was like, listen, girl, we ain't talked. We ain't talked or whatever. And so wait. They're too petty to be adults that no resist a shame. But Carlos said that all changes in the upcoming episodes. Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I gotta have to go watch it. I'm gonna have to go watch it because I'm not here for another I really don't want to see another season of Mel and Tisha going back and forth and being
I don't either.
But anyway, let me go ahead and move forward. So Stormy, because we got to get ready for the Queens of R&B last night.
Jesus, go ahead.
So they end up being pulled to the side, and Mel was like, she was like, I called you, and she was like, oh, you called me, and she was like, yeah, I called you, and Mel was like, oh, you didn't get the thun thun thun. I said, not the thun thun thun.
I gotta take
Not
a drink.
the thun thun. Mel. She said, well, if you would have DM'd me and Stormy was like, I'm not DMing you. And you know what? I agree with Stormy. Like, if you my friend, baby, I'm not about to DM you. If you want me to have your number, you're gonna have me your number. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have your number. Like, it is what it is. I feel like at the end of the day, ultimately, Mel, the girl just say, listen, girl, we co-workers. We co-workers. We not real friends. We're friends for the show. And that's it. That's all, girl. Because in real life, if my friend changed her number and don't call me and tell me she changed her number, I might send you a DM about your number being changed. You might get a DM from me like, hey, girl, I tried to call you. Your phone ain't on. Is everything okay? Once you would have told me, oh, girl, I changed my number, and you wouldn't have responded back with the numbers, God would have left you right there. Like, that's a bit ridiculous, Mel. Just like, I understand her not want to talk to these people. I understand her not want to fool with these people because she's always the one that get dragged. But for once, I just want her to be like, listen, I don't fuck with y'all like that. I fuck with y'all for the show. And that's it. And y'all already know it. But then I also too feel like Stormy. I'm so tired of grown people with these codependent relationships. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to talk to somebody every single day. I don't have to do that. I have a life. I have a job. I have kids. I need sleep. I need to eat. I need to breathe. And all of that is going to continue to happen whether I talk to you today or I talk to you 2-3 months from now. Because you know what? Sometimes life get the life and I just can't. I don't want to talk to you because my life is life right now.
Come on.
I literally look at my phone and be like, not today. And it ain't that nobody did me a damn thing. But today is the day I need to take for me. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to look at nothing on YouTube. I don't care what's going on the shade room. I don't want to. The only person that I will answer for is my mama. And that's because if I don't answer for my mama, she's going to continue to call and call and call and call. And that's just going to work on my nerves more. Other than that, I get home, I make sure my children eat, and I'm in my room. Like, even they know not to bother me. I mean, they're going to still come in and bother me, but it's just some days I just don't want to be bothered, and that is okay. The codependency on as adults saying, I'm used to my friends calling me and I need my friend to be consistent. To me, what my friend being consistent is, if I call you and say, hey, girl, this is consistency. Girl, what's your name? you see that story I just sent you, girl? Girl, what you think? Girl, let me tell you about this hoe. This hoe done called me and played with me, girl. Done worked on my motherfucking nerves, girl. I'm about to go off on these people at this job. What you been doing, girl? All right, girl, we gonna get some drinks. Yeah, let's go have something to drink Friday. Friday at 8 o'clock. All right, Friday at 8 o'clock. I'm looking at my phone, you looking at your phone, trying to figure out who gonna cancel first. And finally, one of us just sitting there message like, girl, we're gonna do it next time. Yeah, girl, we gonna do it next time. Cause life be life and then we be tired.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
even today, Nola, even today,
this right here.
Nola, today when we gonna go live, I looked at your page this morning. I said, let me see if my sister, if we going live today, let me see if she put it, let me see if she did, let me see what she did. She had not. And so I go back and I was like, I was gonna post that we gonna go live today, but I was like, it's Easter, life is lifing. She might hit me with the we not gonna go, and she was been ill, so it's like she might hit me and say we not gonna go. Like she didn't post and put it out there because we don't want to disappoint our subbies, so we're not gonna disappoint y'all and do that. So when she didn't put it, I was just like, I just let it be in the air for a minute. I just let it be in the air, but it wasn't like, oh my God, no, it's just not even, she's just, oh my God, she's not being consistent. It was more like, I know that life is life and it's Easter. She might not be feeling well. We may not go live today and it's okay.
Mind you, I didn't get off on time. So I didn't even
get
I didn't get off until 9:30.
Right, and then you worked.
So it was like I was barely holding on to being up because I literally took my medicine and got ready. Like I took my medicine at like 6:50 because it's usually kicked in within 10 to 15 minutes, that particular one. Because I was expecting somebody to be there at 7. So I'm literally laying here.
And I just worked 2.5 hours on top of the medicine. Goodbye. Never mind.
Yes, and I had been at work since about 9 o'clock last night. So I was tired. And I was on the supervisor last night. So I only got a 30-minute lunch instead of an hour lunch. On top of a migraine, I was tired. So like I had to finish up weekly reports, different things that I had to do. I got it all done, but I
never thought in no moment was I was like, oh
no, we were gonna do it. I was just late setting it up. I actually meant to set it up last night, but
I don't know if you're sick. Life be lifing, and it's Easter. Yeah. So for me, I'm not about to be like, all I'm saying is it's a rapport, and you just kind of give each other breathing room. You don't have to be on top of my head. I don't have to be on top of your head. We gonna do it. We not. You know what I mean? I feel like some people put so much on it, and they don't have to. And that's all I'm saying.
And you don't have to put so much on it. The thing about it is, for me, like Auntie Bernice say, and Tanga J, they keep confirming they are not close to Melody. You know what I'm saying? Like Jamie said, but Stormy has already said they wasn't friends, so I don't get why Stormy got an issue. Oh, it's a storyline. So while you were saying, girl, you be laughing because you are the storyline, it's giving you're making Mel your reason for a storyline. Between Mel, your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear that all season from you. But I don't want to hear, oh, we're friends if we're not friends. If you are not close like that, then don't expect it. Like, I'm looking at them. I understand Mel looking at them like, listen, we ain't cool like that. We co-workers. Because anytime I try to get close to any one of y'all turn against me. Anytime. So I get it, girl. Just say, girl, listen, you already know what it was. When we wasn't taping and I ain't feeling need to talk to nobody. I was taking my time to do me. And I don't understand why this lady had just sat up there and said her phone was hacked. You feel me? Y'all know this man is taking her to court for custody of her children. Just like we see her moving around with J Bolin and Fashion Week and this, that, and the third. Why not just assume she's busy? Why assume that she has ill intentions towards you? Okay, her phone was hacked, like she said. She went go get her another phone number or whatever it was. And that's just what it was. Like, in the process of moving, I have so many other things going on. I could not be thinking about you. And it's not that it's personal directly towards you. It's okay. This was one thing done off my list. Now I'm moving on to the next one. Stop. To me this, oh, Mel don't call us when we're not taping. Clearly y'all don't see y'all co-workers. Girl, I got co-workers that I don't talk to when we not at work. I'm not talking to you.
And it's okay.
And that's fine.
It's
But
not
I need
you.
y'all to be fine with it. I need y'all to be okay with it because clearly it upsets y'all soul to the core. It upsets y'all to the core. Like Mimi said, you know what I'm saying? To the core, my core. It upsets y'all to the core that this lady don't call y'all. And I don't understand how somebody who is so toxic got y'all so in y'all fucking feelings. Y'all say she's toxic, then why y'all in y'all feelings about her not calling y'all and not giving her y'all number? Because she hurt you to the core. It makes absolutely no sense to me. But so,
Me.
what do you think the episode? What would you rate this as the first episode of the season? How you feel it came back to us?
I feel like it came back pretty strong. I'm not gonna give it a 10 because I hold you guys to a higher standard than that. I'm gonna give it a strong 8.75 to a yeah. I'll give it an 8.75. I'll leave it right there at an 8.75. It was strong enough, gave us enough content, gave us enough on what the season's gonna look like. Um, and it brought us right. It kind of brought us right back from where we left off. For me, because I hate when it doesn't feel like we just left off from where we was just at. So I feel like we just left off. So what about you, sis?
I'm gonna give it a strong 7.
Yeah.
I think it was good. I think it was good. I'm gonna give it a 7. I enjoyed it for a first episode. I was kind of wondering after that, all y'all got black souls, and we
Ooh.
found out that Mel didn't want to take a picture after it was over with, Marceau and them, and then Marceau getting online tagging Carlos, talking about look, Mel's posting. I didn't kind of know where we was gonna start and how we was gonna start. And honestly, I kept saying this is so much going on and so much happening. I don't know how they're gonna come back. I don't know how they're gonna come back. I don't know how they're gonna fix it. I don't know how they're gonna make it work. And I still kind of feel like I know everybody keeps saying, Mel and Tisha's in a better place now. We saw, like it seemed like they walked in and gave each other a hug. It seemed like she want to have Mel at the expo. I don't know. I personally wouldn't want a black soul to participate in my event, so that make me feel like either they're in a good place or that all this shit is for TV. So I don't know, but I give it a 7. I think we might get a okay season. And what I mean by okay is it may not be as dark as last season. I thought last season got
It didn't go
really,
down.
really dark and really, really long. And I just pray that Carlos don't give us 11 episodes.
10, 12 max, Carlos. 10 episodes, 12 max, sir. And then
can
that
we
would
get a
give us.
two-part reunion?
And then, question: why didn't we get a DC reunion? Okay, never
Because they're
mind.
on break. It's their mid-season break.
Oh, mid-season, different. When you say break, that's different. But mid-season break, got it.
Yeah, they're on break.
I was like, why we didn't get no reunion? I got a lot of questions here. There's questions, but I get it. Okay, so yeah, I'm here for Huntsville. We always have been. I don't need it to go dark, and I really don't. I really need. You know what's really funny is that I'm so happy that we don't even have coleslaw as um, a storyline because we've been using coleslaw as a storyline for forever and ever and ever and ever. So no, the fact that we don't have her as a storyline this year because she's been the storyline for every year. Let this tell it. Yeah, I appreciate that part of it. Like you're a non-factor, and I love it. Sorry, but I do.
It is season 6, thick girl. Lord, Love and Marriage DC still have 10 episodes left. My God. My God. I didn't even review it. I'm sorry. Love and Marriage
I
DC.
did the first one. I did one, and then I was
I
like,
did one, too. I think I did one, maybe two. It's just,
it
it's
was
like
draining.
I
It
see
was
it when
draining.
it's on. But with
It was
that being
draining.
said, y'all, sis, you have any final thoughts on the episode?
No, I'm glad we are reviewing it. I'm glad that we'll be here every Sunday. 4 o'clock on that Midwest close, and then I mean in the Midwest, and then or what is that Central? And then
Mhm.
for me, I'm Pacific Standard Time. I will be going live at 2 o'clock over here for the 11 Marriage Huntsville. We're gonna have a good old time. I'm glad they gave us a nice episode. This first one, I'm here for it. I'm ready. I'm excited to see what growth everyone is gonna have, and I'm really ready to see Kimmy get her juju back because I like Kimmy, and I didn't like to see her sick. I didn't like to see her down. I didn't like to see her sad. I want to see the upbeat Kimmy, and I love that she's doing well because the Jalen, her son, touched my heart. So to watch him see his mom recover is the best thing that I think is gonna be in this season. I don't know if they're gonna cover it like that, but I'm just saying that's my favorite part. So I'm here for it. I can't wait.
Well, I am waiting to see what this episode will bring. Note that, girl, we are not dropping the episode. So a link. This time it was just the first episode. Plus, child, I got to go put something on my stomach and get ready for SWV.
I gotta go
On
to the
top
city.
of that, the call-in format will go and end as follows. Okay. When we decide to start doing call-ins, we're going to do a separate video for that. Okay, so that way people who just want to see the review can watch the review when they watch it, and people who want to do the call-in can do the call-in. So the call-ins will be dedicated to you guys. We won't be talking as much. We're gonna let y'all come up and talk to us. So when we do the call-ins, that'll be a separate video that we do outside of the review. I'm interested to see my girl Kiki. Okay, I'm interested to see what is.
She might come talk to us too. We might get a little interview with Kiki because you and her have a nice rapport.
I've been talking to Kiki about.
All right, now you guys have a very nice rapport. So I feel like I'm speaking that into existence only not because I know it's going to happen. I feel it already. That's probably why God said it to me just then. And so I'm just saying we're probably going to get that interview, which will be really nice because I like Kiki, and I know
I like Kiki. I would like to be able to interview Stormy as well. Go on ahead and speak that up. Y'all hop up in her DMs and tell her to go ahead and interview with us because I really want to. I have real legit questions. Like, I don't dislike Stormy. You know what I'm saying? I don't dislike her, and I would like to know, her point of view. I really want to know, how did that make her feel? You know what I'm saying about, how I got questions.
We got questions.
I got questions. So the reviews will be one video, and then we will come back and drop the link. Hopefully it won't be 2 hours long, so that way we can set it up for the call-in after. But I want us to kind of get into the season at least 3 or 4 episodes in before we start doing a call-in, just because we need some stuff. We need some juice. Like, this really wasn't enough juice to me to do a whole call.
I know meat and potatoes all the way. It's just a reintroduction of everyone.
Right. And so with that being said, y'all, we appreciate y'all for coming in. We thank y'all so much for always being here with us. And we will see y'all next week at 4. Make sure you guys like the video. On your way out.
Good night.